This is Paul Newman, and if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the light. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another video on my own personal YouTube channel. An absolute pleasure it is to be able to bring this video to you today. Thank you very much for taking the time to join me, as always. I know I say it in the end of every video and the beginning, but that's because I mean it. It is very much appreciated that you've taken the time to join me and watch this video and hopefully learn about another Classic Watch 25 possible, which is what I've got lined up for you today. ClassicWatch25.great/site.net is where people will be able to find the Classic Watch 25 horses. At the minute, there's only been Australian Classics, which started last year in the second part of 2024 and leading into 2025. We've got a classic in Japan upcoming this weekend, the Japanese 1,000 guineas. So as the Australian classics, there's probably 3 or 4 left. Oaks in the abroad. We had the Australian Derby last week. I think there's the Australian Oaks still to come, and then there's races in Morphettville as well that might qualify as classics as well, such as the South Australasian Oaks. I think races like that. But yeah, plenty of horses hopefully to be added on the site, starting with some Japanese horses, hopefully later on this week at classicwatch25.great/site.net. Right, the horse I've got coming up today, I think is a very interesting one. Yeah, it's not the unexposed sort of horse that I usually like to go to war with, but this horse is a Group 1 winner. It's won a trial last time out, and it's a very well-bred horse, in my opinion. And I think in a year that I haven't really got a lot else in America, I think we're going to have to try and chance this one. Sandman is the name of the horse. Sandman has raced 8 times in his career, winning 3 times, coming second once, and finishing third twice. In the first 3 in 6 of his 8 starts. Earnings of $1,254,595 American dollars. This year, in 3 starts, the horse has not been out of the first 3, showing signs of definite improvement in his form. The horse was foaled on February the 27th, 2022, sired by Tappet, out of a dam called Distorted Music, who herself is by Distorted Humour. The horse was bred by Lothenbach Stables Incorporated and is now owned by DJ Stable LLC, St Elias Stable, West Point Thoroughbreds, and CJ Stables, trained by Mark E. Cass. At the moment, the horse, if people take a look at the form of the horse, they will see that the horse has definitely improved this year. The best the horse could manage last year was third in the Group 3 Street Scent Stakes behind Sovereignty, another Classic Watcher 25 possible out in America. This year, though, the horse has taken its form to a different level, really, finishing a second in a Group 3, third in the Group 2 Rebel Stakes in February, and then the horse returned to Oaklawn Park to win the Group 1 Arkansas Derby on the 29th of March 2025. His third victory. He's also won a maiden special weight on his second start and a claiming race as well on his 5th start and his final start as a 2-year-old. Where he did fall short, it's fair to say, the horse has improved. Group 1 winner on his last start, so it's impossible really to discount the horse, I think, once people look at the pedigree of the horse, which we will do in a moment. You'll see that Sandman, the race, was rated 116 by the Racing Post when the horse beat Publisher by 2.5 lengths, ridden by Jose Ortiz. And that is a race we will watch at the end of the video, the Arkansas Derby. But that is where he's comparing with the other worldwide horses. 116, according to the Racing Post. Massive improvement, having never raced a Racing Post rating above 100 in his career. You know, I believe personally that Tappets do improve and are probably better at 4-year-old than they are at 3. But this horse has took a massive improvement from his 7th start to his 8th start. And although the horse has raced a fair bit, I don't know. Last year, the men ones in America sort of picked themselves. I had a fairly strong hand. The ones I found, the form was there as well. Form is temporary, class is permanent when looking at horse racing. Ideally, what people are looking for the permanent class of a world class pedigree and top class temporary form as well. This horse is covering sort of both bases, but it's took him 8 starts really to get to where I would have liked him to be after 3 or 4, really. But the horse in this year, ones I've found have really fallen short in America. So it's just a matter of looking at the ones nearer the road to the Kentucky Derby, I think, and going with what we've got. And this one, I think, certainly deserves his own video at this stage, should he possibly run in an American Classic. If people go to the Pedigree Online Thoroughbred database, they will see that Sandman is dam line 4K, which is a very interesting dam line, I think it's fair to say. We're gonna look at some very nice horses in a moment that I'm going to use to persuade to you that this horse is actually very well bred indeed. Sandman, you'll see, we're going to take a look at the first 5 dams, I think, going all the way back to 1969. We're going to take a look at the horses along the way that I found and other people have found as well. And then we will watch the horse win the Arkansas Derby at the end of the video, I think. Right, the first horse we're going to take a look at is a horse called She Can't Sing. A mare foaled in 2017, sired by Bernardini out of Distorted Music. So this is a half-sister to Sandman. She Can't Sing has raced 39 times in her career, managing to win 8 times in her career. In the first 3, in 22 of 39 starts, and earnings of $883,558 American dollars. Good, solid mare, this one. 8 wins out of 39 starts, including a victory in the Group 3 Chikuki Stakes of 2022. The horse was also placed in last year's, in the 2023 Group 3 Houston Ladies Classic, and she was also placed in the Group 3 Ladies Sprint Stakes at Kentucky Downs. Multiple stakes winner, it's fair to say, at 4 and 5, as well as that Group 3 victory at Churchill Downs in the Chikuki Stakes. So yeah, very good dam, it's fair to say. She Can't Sing, very good mare, half-sister to Sandman. So let's take a look at the first dam now. Distorted Music, a mare foaled in 2010, sired by Distorted Humour out of Music Room. Distorted Music raced 8 times in her career, managing to win 3 times. She was actually in the first 3 in 6 of her 8 starts. Another good solid horse. Earnings of $94,070 American dollars. No black type horse though for the SF Bloodstock bred and Springhouse Farm owned horse. But at her own level, the horse went round nicely and won 3 out of 8 starts. The next horse we need to take a look at is Zinze, a mare foaled in 2011, sired by Smart Strike out of a dam called Music Room. You'll see this is a half-sister to the dam of Sandman. Zinze raced 6 times in her career, in the first 2 in 3 of her 6 starts, managing to win once, and earnings of $90,170 American dollars in her career. Zinze was second in the Group 3 Jessamine Stakes of 2013 at Keeneland. And people will see there that she is a black type producer. She is the dam of Moon Over Miami. Horse foaled in 2017, sired by Malibu Moon, out of a dam, as we said, called Zinze. Good career as well, Moon Over Miami. 15 starts in her career. She managed to win 4 times in the first 3 in 7 of 15 starts. And earnings again, good solid earnings. $726,152 American dollars. I think Moon Over Miami was a Group 1 winner. No, she wasn't. My mistake. She was actually third in the Group 1 Man of War Stakes of 2021. She was also placed in 2 Group 2 races, the McDermott Stakes and the Pan American Stakes, both at Gulfstream Park, and was the winner of the Kentucky Downs Dueling Grounds Derby of 2000, and he was the winner of the Dueling Grounds Derby of 2020. So Group 1 and dual Group 2 placed stakes winner, Moon over Miami. Oh, hang on, I think there's someone at my door. I think I'm just going to have to pause the recording. I'll be back shortly. Hello everybody and welcome back. Apologies for that. Right, it's now time to take a look at the second dam of the horse, Sandman. A mare foaled in 2003, sired by Unbridled Song, out of a dam called Note Musicale. Music Room herself, the second dam of Sandman, was actually unraced, but she did breed some very nice horses as well as the dam of Sandman. We've got to take a look at Music Note. A mare, this is a relation of hers. Music Note. A mare foaled in 2005, sired by AP Indy, out of Note Musicale. So this is a half sister to the second dam, Music Note. Raced 12 times and won 7. In the first 3 in 10 of her 12 starts, earnings of $1,615,000 American dollars. Superb horse, it's fair to say. Music Note won the Mother Goose Stakes of 2008. She also won another Group 1, the Coachy Club American Oaks, and she also won the Gazelle Stakes. And at 4, she added another 2 Group 1s, the Ballerina Handicap and the Beldane Stakes. Placed in 2 Breeders' Cup Ladies Classics and an Alabama Stakes as well. What a magnificent horse Music Note was on track. Brilliant. And people, impossible to knock her, really. It's fair to say. Mystic Guide. We've got to take a look at Mystic Guide. Mystic Guide is in fact out of Music Note. Mystic Guide, a mare, horse, foaled in 2017. Sired by Ghost Zapper, out of Music Note. Mystic Guide won 4 of his 9 starts. A horse that was never out of the first 3 in his 9 starts, winning 4, finishing second 3 times and being second twice. Earnings of $7,593,200 American dollars. Mystic Guide, winner of the Dubai World Cup, wasn't it, in 2021. The horse also won the 2020 Group 2 Jim Dandy Stakes and was placed in the Jockey Club Gold Cup Stakes as well of 2020, as well as winning the Group 3 Razorback Handicap of 2021, second in the Suburban Stakes as well. The horse is actually at stud now. Went to stud in 2023 at Jonah Bell Farm, Kentucky. The fee is still the same, €7,500. But as expected, you will see there that the commenced stud duty, there's no horses on the ground yet. From Music Note, what a magnificent horse. You'll see that there's plenty of black type horses that we've not took a look at in the pedigree of this one. I'd like to have had a look at that one, Storming Home. That was a nice one to have opened up, a Group 1 winner. But we've got so many other horses to take a look at. But it's definitely worth looking at the dam tab of Mystic Guide to see the full power of this pedigree. It's fair to say. Where are we at now? We're at Musical Chimes we need to take a look at now. Musical Chimes. Foaled in 2000, sired by In Excess, out of a dam called Note Musicale yet again. So again, another half-sister. Musical Chimes won 4 out of her 20 starts. She was in the first 3 in 8 of 20. Winnings of $965,489 US dollars for her troubles. This is another classic winner. Musical Chimes was the French 1,000 guineas winner of 2003. She was also second in the Group 2 Yellow Ribbon Stakes and the Group 1 Matriarch Stakes in America. Third in the French Oaks of 2003. And at 4, the horse added the win in the Group 1 John C. Maybe Handicap of 2004. And the horse also won the Group 2 Oak Tree Breeders' Cup Mile Stakes at Santa Anita as well in 2004. Superb filly, musical chimes, it's fair to say. Some very nice horses related to her, as well as we are seeing. Gershwin is another one. We should have looked at Gershwin before, because Gershwin is also out of music note. So this is a half sister to Mystic Guide, half brother, sorry, to Mystic Guide. And the second dam, Music Room, is out of Unbridled Song. So this horse out of Distorted Humour, as well as the dam is out of Distorted Humour as well. Gershwin raced 7 times in his career, managing to win 2 of them. In the first 3 in 5 of 7 starts, earnings of $265,600 American dollars. Gershwin managed to win the Group 3 Penn Mile Stakes of 2021 and was 4th in the Group 3 Dwyer Stakes at Belmont as well. The horse went to stud in 2022 at Harris Vicada in Argentina. People will see that there's no horses on the ground as of yet for Gershwin either. But again, very closely related to Mystic Guide, this horse. So again, well worth a look at some of the other black type horses on the pedigree of Gershwin and Mystic Guide. We're on to the third dam now. Note Musicale, a mare foaled in 1995, side by legendary stallion Sadler's Wells. Out of a dam foaled 1 year after me. It's in the air. Foaled in 1976. Again, the third dam of Sandman, rather like the second. Note Musicale is unraced. So that's the only thing really that lets Sandman down. That out of the first 3 dams, there isn't a real pattern race quality mare on the track themselves, really. But yeah, we have to be critical where the opportunity is fair. But again, you've seen some of the horses related to this horse, and they keep coming straight away with horses like Monasabat, a mare foaled in 1991, sired by Zilzal, out of It's in the Air. So this is a half sister to the third dam, Note Musicale. Monasabat won 3 out of her 15 starts, but she was in the first 3 in 10 of 15 starts, only earning 50,509 UK pounds for her trouble. She did have black type though. She was third. She won, the Virginia Handicap in Great Britain, a listed race. I'm assuming NCS is at Newcastle. And she was also second in the 2 listed races, the John Musker Filly Stakes at Yarmouth and the Oak Tree Stakes at Goodwood as well. So a listed winner, Monasabat. And she went off on her own little tree, really. Prince Alzain, a horse foaled in 2009, sired by Street Sense out of Monasabat. Prince Alzain won 5 of his 23 starts, and another one who was in the first 3 in 10 of 23 starts, earnings of 80,538 UK pounds. The horse raced in Great Britain and Turkey. We'll see the horse won he was second, in the Turkish Group 2, the Anatolia Trophy of 2012 at Velifendi. Was also placed in the International Trial Stakes at Lingfield. And at 4, the horse was a listed winner, winning the 2013 Churchill Stakes at Lingfield. The horse raced in England, Turkey, Ireland, and the UAE. We've got to look at Echo River as well. Echo River, a mare, foaled in 1999, sired by Irish River, out of Monasabat again. Echo River was in the first 2 in 3 of her 5 starts, winning twice. Earnings of £34,289. Raced in Great Britain and Italy. Echo River again, a little piece of black type as well. She won the listed Milcar Star Stakes at Sandown 2 in 2001. She was also placed in 2 Group 3 races. No, 1 Group 3 race, the Mayhill Stakes the same year at 2 in 2001. And she was 4th in the Italian Group 3 Premi Passi the same year at San Siro. Black type producer, Echo River. She's actually produced arguably the best national hunt horse on this damn line, Marsh Warbler. A gelding born in 2007, sired by Barathea, out of Echo River. Marsh Warbler didn't win much money in his 21 starts, but the horse did win 6 races and won £49,889 in, I think, a flat career as well as a National Hunt career. The horse was the winner of the Grade 1 2011 Finale Juvenile Hurdle, held at Chepstow, and was also third the year after in the 2012 Grade 2 Champion Hurdle Trial, held at Haydock. So a good horse in his own right, Marsh Warbler, Grade 1 winning hurdler. Impossible to knock the form of it, really. So yeah, Monasabat, like I said, she had her own little go. State of Rest is a horse we've got to look at, really. If people look at State of Rest, they will see that Monasabat is in fact the second dam of State of Rest. State of Rest won 5 of his 12 starts, in the first 3 in 9 of his 12 starts, winning £2,920,966 UK pounds. It says. State of Rest, very good horse out in Australia. At 2, though, the horse was third in the 2020 Champagne Stakes at Doncaster. At 3, the horse was a dual Group 1 winner in 2 continents, winning the Saratoga Derby Invitational Stakes and winning the Cox Plate in the USA and Australia. At 4, the horse made a breakthrough in Europe, winning 2 Group 1 races, winning the Prix Gannet at Longchamp and the Prince of Wales Stakes at Royal Ascot, as well as finishing third in the Tattersall's Gold Cup. So this horse was a 4-time Group 1 winner in 3 different continents. Superb global appeal, you would think, if this horse could hit the ground. As a good stallion, sired by Star Spangled Banner, out of a dam called Rippos, with Monasabat, the second dam of the horse. The horse is actually at Newgate Stud, I think, in Australia, for a fee of 22,000 Australian dollars. Newgate Farm, in Aberdeen, New South Wales. 22,000 Australian dollars. You see there the commenced stud duties in Ireland in 2023 and in Australia. His oldest Australian progeny will be yearlings in 2025, 2026. So another up-and-coming stallion now. It's the third on this line that we've looked at with horses to come through the pipeline soon. So this is a dam line that could really improve if these stallions do the job, isn't it, really? It's fair to say. Next horse we need to take a look at is Su Entendu, a mare foaled in 1987, sired by Shadid, out of It's in the Air. So this is another half-sister. We've had Monasabat. This is another half-sister to the third dam, Note Musical. Su Entendu raced 12 times in her career. She was only in the first 3 in 4 of 12 starts, managing to win once. Earnings of 36,112 American dollars in her career. Su Entendu was third in the Prix de la Grotte of 1990 in Longchamp, raced in France and the USA. And again, rather like the other one, Monasabat, she had a little go. She had a little go of herself to breed a few horses. Slipstream, horse foaled in 1996, sired by Irish River again. Second time we've seen that horse in the pedigree, out of a dam called Su Entendu. Slipstream won 3 of 20 starts, in the first 3 in 6 of 20 starts. Earnings of 161,792 American dollars in his career. Slipstream, Group 2 winner of the Group 2 Berlin Brandenburg Trophy, and also winning the Thoroughbred Stakes listed race in Great Britain. Group 1 placed in the Prix Jean Prat and third in the Dante of 1999, as well as finishing third in the Royal Hunt Cup one year at Royal Ascot. Very good horse, Slipstream. Some good form there for Gainsborough Farm. Group 2 winner and listed winner in the UK. Port Bonheur, a mare foaled in 2005, sired by Hennessy, out of Su Entendu again. Port Bonheur won 6 out of 16 starts. Very good horse. In the first 3 in 11 of 16 starts. Earnings of 478,266 American dollars. Very good horse, Port Bonheur. You'll see there that the horse won the Group 2 First Flight Handicap, Grade 2 in 2009. The horse won the 2008 Group 3 Victory Ride Stakes and won a listed 2007 Open Mind Stakes as well. And second in a Group 2, 2009 vacancy handicap, Group 2 Gallant Bloom handicap. No Group 1 places though. She was also third in the Thoroughbred Club of America Stakes at Keeneland. That was a Group 2 race as well. But she did win Group 2, Group 3 and listed races as well. Port Bonheur, very good filly, foaled in 2005. The next one we need to take a look at is also out of Sus Entendu. Banaf Saji, a mare foaled in 1994, sired by Pleasant Colony, out of Sus Entendu again. Banaf Saji won 5 of her 12 starts, in the first 3 in 8 of 12. Earnings of €87,505 raced in Ireland, according to this. Again, good horse raced in France, mainly though, according to this. One winner of 2 listed races. Winner of the listed Prix Casimir Delamere at Longchamp and the Prix de Ranelagh at Longchamp. And was placed in another 2 listed races as well. The Prix Charles Lafitte and the Prix Jacques de Bremont at Vichy. Suddenly died in September 2011. And again, she had a little go. The best of her was Pedigree Class. Banksia, mare foaled in 2001, sired by Marju, out of Banaf Saji. Banksia won 2 of her 5 starts in the first 3 in 4 of 5. Earnings of €40,300. Banksia won the listed Prix Ronde Nuit of 2004 at Maison Lafitte. Violet Lane is another one out of Banaf Saji. Violet Lane foaled in 2002, sired by Dan Zero, out of Banaf Saji. Violet Lane won 3 out of her 9 starts and was placed in the first 3 in 5 out of 9 starts. Earnings of €35,600. In her career. Violet Lane was third in the listed Prix Joubert at some point in her career. Some very interesting horses out of Sus Entendu, isn't there? Worth looking at. Jack Dore is another one. Sus Entendu is the second dam of Jack Dore, who's racing in Japan. Horse born in 2018, sired by Maurice, out of Ravarino. You'll see that Sus Entendu is the second dam of this horse. This horse has won 8 out of 17 starts in Japan in the first 2 in 10 of 17 and has won 490 million and 42,000 yen. This horse at 5 was winning Group 1s in 2023. The horse won the Group 1 Osaka High at Hanshin in 2023. The horse also won the Shirafuji Stakes, a listed race, and also won the Group 2 Kinko Show at Chukyo and the Group 2 Sapporo Kinen. And at 3, the horse won the Hamanaku Takabatsu and the Welcome Stakes. Not sure what grade they are on the worldwide programme. But yeah, the Osaka High Group 1 winner in 2023. Onset of superficial digital flexor tendonitis. More than 9 months to heal. That was in January 2024. Will the horse be seen again this year? Who knows? Time will tell. But Group 1 winner in 2023. Alverta is another one with Sus Entendu as the second dam. Alverta, this one in Australia. What we're seeing here is global, a worldwide decent pedigree, aren't we? Alverta, a mare foaled in 2003, sired by Flying Spur, out of Grills. And you'll see there that Sus Entendu is the second dam of this horse as well. Alverta raced 33 times in her career, good durable Australian mare, winning 7 times and being in the first 3 in 18 out of 33 starts in her career for earnings of $483,325 Australian dollars. Group 1 winner. She won the Coolmore Classic. That's the fillies and mares race for 3-year-olds and above that Lady Shenandoah won this year for Classic Watch 25. So she could have won it as an older horse or as a 3-year-old. But yeah, not much else there said. Surely that wasn't her only first 3 performance. She'd come from nowhere if she did manage to take out that Group 1. And that'd be her only piece of pattern form. But that's all we've got to go on at the moment. Group 1 winner at some point in the early 2000s, mid 2000s. Alberta. Aerobatics is another one related to Alberta, out of the same dam. Aerobatics, a mare foaled in 2008, sired by Exceed and Excel. Out of Grilse, Aerobatics won 6 of her 32 starts. In the first 3, in 12 of 32, earning a little bit more, 605,200 Australian dollars. Aerobatics, she won 2 Group 3 races, the Sprint Series final at Caulfield, and she also won the Darley Crown at Hawkesbury and 2 Darley Crowns. It was upgraded that year, looked from listed to Group 3, and she was also placed in the Group 3 Dark Jewel Classic and placed in the Group 2 Night Magic Stakes. So Group 2 and Dual Group 3 and listed winner, Aerobatics. Another good solid horse on this line. Next one we need to take a look at is Bitu. We're finished. Now we're back to another full sister. We finished the Suit and Tendu horses now. We're on to Bitu now, another full sister of the third dam. Note Musical. Bitu, a mare foaled in 1985, sired by Seattle Slew, out of It's in the Air. Bitu won 4, she was in the first 2 in 7 of her 11 starts, winning 4. Earnings of 107,359 American dollars. Bitu raced in France, mainly winning the Group 2 Criterium de Maison Lafitte. It's a 2-year-old race of 1987. And she also won the Prix Amandine and the Prix du Pan. Not sure what grade they were at the time. She was also second in the Prix de l'Obélisque and the Prix Finland. Raced in Great Britain and France and exported to the USA in 1988. Rather like some of them, though, this one really wasn't really as successful with her offspring that I could see as some of the others that we've looked at. Another horse we need to take a look at is Glencadam Gold. People will see that It's in the Air is the third dam of Glencadam Gold, and she is also the fourth dam of Sandman. Glencadam Gold, a gelding, born in 2008, sired by Refuse to Bend, out of a dam called Sandrella. Glencadam Gold raced 21 times in his career, winning 6 in the first 3 in 10 of 21 starts. Earnings of 622,330 Australian dollars and 14,859 British pounds. You'll see that for the horse won the 2012 Metropolitan Handicap at Randwick and also won the Group 3 Newcastle Gold Cup in Australia, and was second at 5 in 2013, was placed in the Group 2 Hill Stakes at Randwick, raced in England before being sent to Australia in 2012. Another Group 1 winner. And now we're finally at the fourth dam. The fourth dam of the horse. It's in the Air. What a dam she is. A mare foaled in 1976, sired by Mr. Prospector, out of a dam foaled in 1969, called A Wind is Rising. It's in the Air raced 43 times in her career. What a durable mare, managing to win 16 times. She was actually in the first 3 in 31 of her 43 starts. 16 wins, 9 seconds, 6 thirds. Managing to earn 892,339 American dollars. People will see that It's in the Air at 2. Was a Group 2 winner of the 1978 Oakleaf Stakes. She also won the 1978 Arlington, Washington Lassie Stakes, as well as being placed in the Group 1 Frisette Stakes. At 3, she won 4 Group 1 races. The Vanity Handicap, the Ruffian Handicap, the Alabama Stakes, and the Delaware Oaks. She was also second in another Group 1, the Hollywood Oaks, and third in the Santa Susana Stakes as well. At 4, another Group 1 Handicap victory and a second Vanity Handicap. She also won the Group 3 El Encino Stakes. Second placed in another 3 Group 1 races, the Beldame Stakes, the Ruffian Handicap again, and the La Canada Stakes. And at 5, in 1981, she was placed in the Group 3 Distaff Handicap as well. Co-champion 2-year-old filly of 1978. Last raced in 1981 at Suffolk Downs. Sold as a brood mare for $4.6 million in 1984 in foal to Seattle Slew. And a designated Ren de Course mare. We've got this as the fourth dam of Sandman. I mean, I think we've made up for the lack of pattern form here in the first three dams, with two of them unraced. When we take a look at a horse like it's in the air, haven't we? What a filly. Absolute world class, longevity and talent. Plenty of horses we found with it's in the air in the pedigree as well. But for them, we have to thank the Japanese genius. First time we thanked him for a while in the video, Lineage of Pedigrees. Lineage of Thoroughbreds, is the book privately published by Japanese vet Dr. Shigeru Hotta. The website is available in English and Japanese. Dr. Shigeru Hotta is a Japanese vet studying the pedigree and breeding of thoroughbreds in light of science, especially genetics. The third edition of 630 pages, the sale is now finished. The fourth book will be issued around July 2025. Hotpedigree.com is the website, though, where people can see really what the book will contain. Tree diagrams of dam lineage covering all the winners of Group 1 races held until the end of 2020, which, perfect for me, really, which is the ones that as I pick my horses through dam lines. This man, without a doubt, Dr. Shigeru Hotta, is a genius. He has worked out the dam lines of horse racing is very important. These start, from January the 1st, 2022, all the way up to the present day, still entering them now up to the winner of the Premio Cruzeiro do Sul on April the 6th, which was 2 days ago. This man is still entering horses onto his website, hotpedigree.com, and I encourage everybody to check it out. All you have to do, really, if you're looking at a horse, is go scroll down on the list. It's ideally people would know what day the horse is won, because it's in the chronological order of date. So it's just a matter of finding your horse. We know that Sandman won on the 29th of March. It's just a matter of clicking on Sandman, and then you are provided with Dr. Shigeru Hotta's diagram of the pedigree of Sandman. Every horse underlined, you'll see, is a Group 1 winner this decade, this century. So there's a few, it's fair to say. So that one that I spotted must have won before 2000 then, on the Mystic Guides pedigree. So don't see it on here. But it was just a matter of finding them and then slotting them into place. Once we found it's in the air on Dr. Hotta's diagram, there is a wind is rising in 1969. So yeah, hotpedigree.com. Get your orders in for a fantastic book by a Japanese vet, Dr. Shigeru Hotta. The horses we're going to take a look at now are all on this page. Suase Abu, a mare, foaled in 2005, sired by Mr. Greeley, out of a dam called Out Too Late. People will see that A Wind is Rising is actually the third dam of this horse, the 1969 foaled fifth dam of Sandman. Suase Abu won 3 out of her 10 starts, but she was quite prolific in the first 3 in 9 of 10. Earnings of £457,648 UK pounds. Suase Abu, very good 2-year-old, third in the UK 1,000 guineas of 2008. She won the Group 1 Phoenix Stakes against the Colts, and she also won the Group 1 Moy-Gloucester Stakes of 2007. Third in the Group 1 Phillies Mile as well. Very good horse, Suase Abu. We've got to look at Godolphin's first ever Classic winner. You'll see there, A Wind is Rising is the third dam of that horse as well. Ballantyne, and they're foaled in 1991, sired by Stormbird, out of a dam called Morning Devotion. Ballantyne in the first 2 in 6 of her 8 starts, winning 4, earnings of 850,380 Australian dollars. Ballantyne won the Oaks and the Irish Derby of 1994. She was also second in the 1,000 guineas in the UK the same year. And at 4, she was placed in the 1995 Group 3 Pre-Foy. Black type producer, but not really anything of the standard that we're taking a look at here. Quite a disappointment in the shed. I ran her through the area database. There's no stallions descending from Ballantyne at all at stud in racing. But she will also go down, always go down, as the first classic winner for Godolphin and the first British classic winner for jockey Frankie Dettori. Art Connoisseur, horse foaled in 2006, sired by Lucky Story out of With or Without You. People will see that A Wind Is Rising is the fourth dam of this horse. Art Connoisseur won 4 of his 11 starts and was second another once. Earnings of $677,873 US dollars. Art Connoisseur won the Group 1 Golden Jubilee Stakes and also won the Group 2 Coventry Stakes of 2008 at 2. Second in the Phoenix Stakes in Ireland. In the ball sent to Saudi Arabia in the end. At stud, in the Irish National Stud, and sent to Saudi Arabia. I couldn't find any record of it. At Arian, a siren, a vast amount of horses in this country. Art Connoisseur, very good horse. Group 1 winning sprinter. Trust in a Gust, a horse foaled in 2010, sired by Keep the Faith out of Subtle Breeze. People will see again that A Wind Is Rising is the fourth dam and Morning Is Broken is out. Is the dam of a lot of these as well. Trust in a Gust won 10 of 23 starts in the first 3, in 16 of 23 starts, earning $1,039,050 Australian dollars. Another superb horse on this line. Trust in a Gust, the winner of the 2014 Rupert Clark Stakes and the 2014 Toorak Handicap, both at Caulfield. Was also second in the Drummond Golf Stakes. Horse was at stud for a few years in Australia at Swettenham Stud and Glen Eden before suddenly dying in May 2023 again. I ran it through area and there's no record of any of his mares or anyone being involved in the pedigree of any stallions that I can see on Arian. Next one we need to take a look at is West Wind. You'll see there, Wind Is Rising again, the fourth dam. West Wind, born in 2004, sired by Machiavellian out of Red Slippers. West Wind won 2 of her 7 starts. She was in the first 3 in 6 of 7, 2, 2 and 2. Earnings of €567,853 in France and Ireland. Very good horse, West Wind. French Classic winner. Winner of the French Oaks of 2007. Second in the Vermeil. Third in the Pretty Polly. Superb horse. Raced in France, Ireland and the UAE. And she is a black type producer, and it's worth taking a look at a couple of her foals because she had a nice little go. West Wind Blows, a gelding, born in 2019, sired by Teofilo out of West Wind. West Wind Blows raced 12 times according to this, and finishing the first 3 in 10 of 12 times. Earnings of £288,943 at Great Britain and France. West Wind Blows, good career at 3 and 4. Winner of the Group 3 Prix de Prince Orange in France at Longchamp and the listed Glasgow Stakes at Hamilton, and well as winning another Group 3, the La Coupe in France at 4 in 2023. Dual Group 3 enlisted winner. Placed in the Group 1 Eclipse of 2023 and also placed in 3 Group 2 races, the Jockey Club Stakes and the Hardwick Stakes of 2013 and the Prix Dollar of 2012. Decent enough horse, trained by Simon and Ed Crisford. Setting Sail, horse foaled in 2015, sired by Dan Silly out of West Wind. Setting Sail raced 10 times in the first 3 in 8 of 10. She managed to win 4 times out of 10 and earned £99,895. Earned £99,895 in Great Britain and Australia. Setting Sail was second in the Group 3 Eclipse Stakes at Sandown, Australia in 2019, formerly trained by Charlie Appleby in Great Britain, raced in the UK and Australia. So yeah, West Wind certainly had her own little go. Thunder Snow is a horse we need to take a look at now. You'll see that Morning Has Broken, Wind Is Rising is now the 5th dam of this horse, the same as Sandman. This 5th dam of Sandman and the 5th dam of Thunder Snow. Thunder Snow, a horse foaled in 2014, sired by Helmet out of a dam called Eastern Joy. Red Slippers there in the pedigree as well of that one. Morning Devotion, it's a common path, isn't it, really? Thunder Snow raced 24 times in his career, winning 7 times in the first 3 in 20 of 24 starts. Earnings of £12,671,628 in his career. Dual Dubai Cup Gold Cup winner, wasn't he? Dubai World Cup winner, yes. Won the Dubai World Cup in 2018 and 2019. Group 1 winner also at 2 in 2000. Also the Group 1 winner at 2, 3, 4 and 5. 2016, the horse won the Group 1 Criterium International. In 3, the horse won the Group 1 Clejon Pratt and the Group 2 UAE Derby and the Group 3 UAE 2000 Guineas, placed in the Irish 2000 Guineas and the St James's Palace Stakes and the Malwa. At 4, the horse won the Group 1 Dubai World Cup, the Group 2 Al Maktoum Challenge Round 2, second in the Jockey Club Gold Cup in the States, and a Round 1, another Group 2 Maktoum Challenge, and the third round, the Group 1 race was placed in that as well. Third in the Breeders' Cup Classic. And at 5, the horse was placed in 2 rounds, placed again in the Group 1 round of the Al Maktoum Challenge, and was third in the Metropolitan Handicap, as well as winning his second Dubai World Cup. Retired from racing November 2019, entered stud in 2020 at Dali in Japan. And this is one I think has already got some foals on the ground, available for 1,500,000 yen. The stud fee of Thunder Snow. You'll see his first crop contained 94 horses and his second crop contained 116. The horse has already sired 1 stakes winner out in Japan. In total, the horse has foaled 210 horses, 186 of them have ran, 90 of them between them have won 166 races, and 1 stakes winner has won 2 stakes races out in Japan, aged 4. And it was a filly. The fillies seem to be running the rule over the colts at the moment, and the distances it's won over 1 mile and 1 mile 2. 2 separate distances, and they are the average earning distances, the highest as well. Every single one of Thunder Snow's horses has gone round in Japan, nowhere else, and you'll see the best progeny of the horse is Tenkajo. Won the Sonoda Hyogo listed race and the Funabashi Marine Cup, as well as being placed in 2 other listed races. There's one that I was following, Cleo's Needle. It's actually out of Thunder Snow, one of the first time winners on my Japanese list. Don't know if she's on that list. She's not really kicked on after winning first time out. But yeah, there's 210 Thunder Snows on the ground and 1 stakes winner. Next horse we need to take a look at is Caribus, sadly died in 2022. There's a colt foaled in 2019, sired by Dubawi, out for first victory. And again, Eastern Joy, you'll see there that it's in the air was the 6th dam of Caribus. Caribus won 4 of his 7 starts in the first 2 in 5 of 7. Earnings of £652,114. Classic winner. Winner of the 2022 UK 2000 Guineas. Also won the St James Palace Stakes the same year, Group 1. And was the winner of the Group 3 Autumn Stakes at 2 in 2021. Sadly euthanised after breaking down during the Prix de Moulin at Longchamp on the 4th of September 2022. This line robbed of a certain stallion there. Classic winning stallion by Dubawi nonetheless as well. Sadly, bad loss for Connections, I think. Next one we need to take a look at is finally the 5th dam of the horse. A Wind is Rising. A mare foaled in 1969, sired by Francis S. out of a dam called Queen Nasra. People see that Wind is Rising was in the first 2, twice out of 6 starts, winning once and earning $3,150. Little did anybody know, though, what an amazing line of horses would descend from her. At the time, Wind is Rising, broodmare in Florida, designated main de course mare as well. Absolutely superb. 4th and 5th dam, it's fair to say. You've seen all the horses before then. I mean, we've got to take a look at a couple more, really. We've got to take a look at 2 more classic winners at least. And they lead us into another video, Sovereign. a horse foaled in 2016 by Galileo, and Jan Bruegel, a colt foaled in 2021 by Galileo. Sovereign won the Irish Derby of 2019, among other races, and Jan Bruegel was the winner of the UK St Leger last year. As far back in 2024, Jan Bruegel, this line, won the UK St Leger at Doncaster. I imagine this horse will still be racing at 4. I've seen him entered a few times. What I can do, though, there's Jan Bruegel, obviously, Classic Watch 24 hero, without any shadow of a doubt. So what I can do, Jan Bruegel, you'll see, is the 5th dam of A Wind Is Rising is also the dam of Jan Bruegel, and to that extent, National Hunt Horse, Dawn Rising, as well. The video to Dawn Rising will probably get referenced in the video of Jan Bruegel. You know, so the Jan Bruegel and Sovereign and all that line there is dealt with further in the Jan Bruegel and Sovereign video and the Dawn Rising videos. I will include a card to the Jan Bruegel video, and I can include that card now. And really, there's one more horse for us to take a look at, really. We've looked at Sovereign and Jan Bruegel. Gun Salute, a gelding born in 2002, sired by Military, out of a dam called Hail Roberta. Now this one, you've got to go back to the 6th dam of Sandman, Queen Nasra, as if everything else that you've seen wasn't enough. Gun Salute, another Group 1 winner, raced 36 times in his career, managing to win 8 in the first 3 in 17 of 36 starts, and earnings of 829,118 American dollars. The gelding Gun Salute won the Secretariat Stakes of 2005. He also won the Grade 2 American Derby. Also won the Grade 3 Hawthorne Derby. At 4, the horse was placed in another Group 1, the Gulfstream Park Breeders' Cup Turf of 2006. The horse was on the decline a bit then at 5. He could only finish 3rd in the Grade 3 River City Handicap. And at 6, the horse was finishing 3rd in listed races, the Buddy Dilberto Memorial Handicap. So it raced in the UAE and the US. The horse was a good solid stick for owner and breeder Brant Lowy. Group 1 and Group 2 and Group 3 winning 3-year-old in 2005. We can take a look now at the historical pedigree. We've seen what Dr. Shigeru Hotta threw onto the fire, and you'll see really that this is a developing line, because the lady who makes this site, bloodlines.net, although I'm having to go through the Wayback Machine with it at the moment because there's some sort of tunnel error, whatever that means, on Cloudflare, whatever that is. You'll see there that we've got musical chimes, music note, West Wind and Ballantyne, but this line has developed a lot since this lady sadly passed. You know, there's not much. And there's others there that we could have had. In Italian 2,000 guineas, Simona de Bologna in 1943. You know, so this is going back a long way. You know, there is Queen Nasra, the 6th dam of Sandman, in 1952. So it's fair to say, really, that we've got quite a bit on the historical site, but I do think that hotpedigree.com and Dr. Shigeru Hotta really have shone a light on this horse, Sandman, magnificently. Is Sandman a classic contender? That's what we have to ask ourselves now, really, as we close down a few tabs to save on CPU. I mean, the horse has had 8 runs, which is a hell of a lot more than what I would expect my classic horses to have had in their head of their first classic. But in a year of slim pickings, really, Sandman has 20 equations, and the second US bred colt to second US based colt to enter the Classic Watch 25 possibles. We've got another month to get a few more, and then we will be going with what we've got. You know, Sandman, if he turns up, I imagine will get a place on a Classic Watch 25, and his win in the Group 1 Arkansas Derby will certainly entitle him to turn up, should he wish. We're going to take a look now at the Grade 1 Arkansas Derby, courtesy of bloodhorse.com, which is where we get all of our American races. We'll take a look at the Arkansas Derby now, and then we'll see what we thought of the race.
You know what that means. We're ready to go. They're off in the 89th Arkansas Derby. Slow break from the maiden Publisher, and Cornucopian's taking it to him from the word go as an arrow lead on Cole Battle, who's keen here. Cole Battle wants to get after the leaders. He's on restraint to take back to third, and there goes Speed King, the Southwest winner. He's going to take the initiative here, and Cornucopian will hook up with him going into the turn, and they speed off here. These two hook up, and they open up 5 or 6 on Cole Battle, who's running in third, placed well today, and more settled down. First division in the 4th position, a length and a half clear of Best Friend Rockin' and Brereton's Baytown. Monet's Magic third last. Sandman the Gray has a fast pace to chase, and Publisher is at the back. They're going mad out there. Cornucopian wants to go, and John Velasquez is letting him run. Rafael Bejarano trying to give his horse a breather, but he's very keen too, and these two fly down the backstretch here. 45-1, that half-mile time. It's a testing first half-mile here for these top two. It would be incredible if either of them could keep this up. They're 7 lengths ahead. Cole Battle running in the 3rd position. Brereton's Baytown tries to get closer, and now Cole Battle is given a cue to go, and he's taking 3rd, and he's coming after the top pair, Cole Battle, as they round the 4th turn. It's Cornucopian Speed King coming back to the group. Here's Sandman threatening to run a big one, and Cole Battle, Speed King's done. Cornucopian, the dirt has turned into quicksand. He's done as they come to the top of the stretch here. Cole Battle, Sandman going at it, and Publisher trying to break his maiden in the Arkansas Derby. Cole Battle has lost the lead to Sandman. Publisher, the only threat to beat him. Sandman, he's green, drifting around here. It's Sandman in front by 2. Publisher is second, and Sandman, he's run his A race, and he gets a confidence booster heading to Kentucky. Sandman does it. The son of Tappet for Mark Cassie and Jose Ortiz win the Arkansas Derby over Publisher and Cole Battle.
I thought that was a very impressive performance. Like the commentator said, the horse, Sandman, definitely showed signs of greenness there, didn't he, in the late stages? For a horse on only his 8th run, you'll see some of these horses on this damn line raced 30 or 40 times at a very consistent level, didn't they? So in terms of this damn line, you could argue that Sandman is relatively inexperienced, but what he is the Grade 1 winner of the 2025 Arkansas Derby. That is a 100-point race on the road to the Kentucky Derby, which would give the horse more than enough points, I think, to get to the Kentucky Derby, should the horse decide to take his chance. How will he run in any US Classics? Will he run in any US Classics? Time will tell. But for now, I think after this video approaching well over 58 minutes, we can leave the video here. Thank you very much to everybody for taking time to watch the video. As always, it is very much appreciated. Is Sandman an American Classic contender? Time will tell. What I will do at the end of the video is I will leave a copy of all the Classic Watch 25 possibles, so everybody can watch them at their will. And I will also leave a copy of those who have watched this video without subscribing to the channel. I will give you an opportunity to make sure that you do not miss any more horses or any more videos by subscribing to the channel if you so wish. I can leave this video here now. I think there's actually a rescheduled graded Kentucky Derby trial race tonight from the weekend at Keeneland's. I can't remember if it's the Wood Memorial or the Bluegrass Stakes tonight, Tuesday, in America. That will also be interesting. We might get another contender out of that race. Who knows? I think River Thames is the favourite. Not sure. Haven't looked at that one yet. So we'll see what plays out in that one. There's also the Japanese 1,000 guineas this coming weekend. We'll have plenty upcoming. Hopefully more horses will be added to Classic Watch 25 in due course. But I will leave this video here now. Thank you very much to everybody for watching. Take care of yourselves and your loved ones. Have a fantastic Tuesday evening, and goodbye.